Hello, hello, hello. I see a bear out there. How the heck are you, bear? Happy Star Wars weekend. Really, May is just the month of Star Wars in general. Gets me really excited. But to celebrate, I'm playing XCOM, because, you know, I'm just a sensible person. Haven't played Chimera Squad in a couple of days. Oh, Django's about to watch Clone Wars. That's exciting. Hey, Ryan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are ya? Just as a general disclaimer, yes, I have watched the Clone Wars this morning. Yes, it was amazing. No, let's not talk about it, because not everyone may have watched it. That said, if you're here, instead of watching the Clone Wars, what the heck is wrong with you? Go watch the Clone Wars. But that said, let's keep it a little on the DL, or at least vague today. And then, later today I'll be doing a stream review of Clone Wars, but I'm going to give it a couple more hours to give people more time to watch. Load. I know, I don't care if people want to say, their general impressions, but we just won't get into spoilers in the chat today. We'll have a spoiler discussion on my other channel later. Alright, where did we leave off?
Alright, so last time I said the voice on the radio is never your friend. What about me? Good old Floyd never steered you wrong. Are we pals? Huh?
Love his name, Floyd Tesseract.
Of course not. You don't know me. You don't know what I want from you. I say I want you to think for yourself. What if I want to make you feel like you already do?
Oh, snap.
So why someone wants you to think and you
Hey, Dom, welcome.
They want you to think.
Alright, so looks like we have some anarchy to deal with. That's fun. Alright, let's do these promotions. I remember I had to, jet the last time we streamed this. Ooh, we got Zephyr all the way unlocked. Why? My phone is just exploding right now. Okay. Phone. Okay, promotion. Zephyr enters Reaper mode. I love Reaper. Reaper mode with Reaper active. Downing enemies with melee attacks grants an extra action. Subsequent melee attacks has reduced damage, which is exactly what Reaper does in XCOM 2. So that's awesome. I love it. Who else? Sneck. Sneck has a level up. How are you doing, everybody? Good to see you all here. Okay, Torque spits out a blast of poison that explodes. Okay, first of all, they got me at explode. Explodes into a deadly pool. Poisons all units in the area and does a small amount of damage on impact. Now we're talking. I've been waiting for poison bombs. I really appreciate that Torque really looks like a snake. Even Verge, they tried to, humanize him a little bit, you know? And then, Zephyr's obviously, hybrid. But, they're nah, just Snack Lady. Doing okay? Pretty good? I'm doing well. I'm excited. I have, this morning off, which is nice. Is there anybody with scars? I think it would have showed me here, so I don't think so. I think we had a bunch of scars, and I think we finally got everybody fixed up. So we can pop somebody into training. Okay, we just finished Verge. No training available for Patchwork. What about Verge? Can he do anything? Gain? Oh, he can gain it. Well, no one told me this. Gain abilities. Oh, well, let's go ahead and drop Verge in there. That's neat. We can keep the current. Well, actually, let's put Patchwork out there. Because we haven't used her a whole lot, and I probably should work on getting her leveled up. And then that will leave Cherub idle, but I might switch him out for Terminal, just to keep her available too, when she's finished with her Spec Ops mission. But for now, let's look at the map. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we can send the APC though. Okay, so we might do this story mission just because this anarchy is going to become an issue. I could also do another raid for money, but our money's actually pretty okay right now. Was the... this is not the back button. No. Okay. So what are we looking at here? When 31 PD set up a restricted weapons sting, they weren't expecting Grey Phoenix to show up as the buyer. Head to meet whomever Grey Phoenix trusts to send. So we get money and Illyrium. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go to supply. What do we got? Talon rounds. I do like Talon rounds. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's... Ooh, Mind Shield. Grants immunity to all negative mental effects. Oh. That would have been nice to have when we were fighting all the psionic guys. Relocation disc. Teleport to a nearby location. Can teleport even when rooted. That's handy. Talon rounds are good in this? Okay. I mean, they're good in 2 also. This sounds interesting. I need to use more grenades than I've been using. But I don't even know which ones I really want. None of these are like damage dealing grenades. I'm kind of interested in this relocation disc. What am I getting made from the assembly? Oh, Mastercraft some. Okay, I'm gonna save my money because I don't know how much the submachine guns are gonna be. Well, I say that, but actually, I might actually get Talon rounds. I know this is thrilling for everybody. I mean, they're only 85. And we're gonna get 50 from the, yeah, we're gonna get some Talon rounds. Okay. I do like Talon rounds even in 2, so, you know. That's, oh, wait. Actually, before I do this, if I do this and get rid of the unrest, I wonder if it will take it down from very difficult. No, it still says very difficult. Well, it was worth a shot. I wanted to see. Okay. Oh. Oh no, I don't need to go back. I can do it this way. I'll get used to these menus one day. It's still taking a little bit of work. Okay, make items available. Okay, enhanced AR. Do I have... No, I don't. I think... You don't... Oh, you have the enhanced shotgun. That's fine. You can have the enhanced shotgun. Nobody here is using a shotgun. What are we looking at? Window, keypad door, security doors. I definitely need to make sure I have those things for breach points. Extra padded or plating vest. Give you armor. Give you a scope. Auto key card. Probably should have bought another auto key card. I'll give you Talon rounds. You can keep the Talon rounds. 3 encounters, and it's going to be a window, a door, a keypad door, and a security door. This would be not a bad one to have terminal on, but unfortunately, can I spend more money and get another auto key card, breaching charge, and a patch healthcare? I want to spend, I don't know if I want to spend 50 on that. Because if I have Terminal would have been good to bring on this one because she would have been able to get in. We'll leave it as is. We'll leave it as is. This is a pretty good setup. Is there another thing I can give you? Yeah, I'll just give you the stock since nobody else seems to need anything. Let's go. Alright, let's see how rusty I am after taking a couple of days off, eh? Oh, hey, Bobcat. I didn't even see you there. I'm sorry. Welcome, Bobcat.
Their supplier doesn't exist because this is a sting. When 31 PD realized the buyer was Grey Phoenix,
that smile.
They called us in.
What is this place? Why did they meet here?
Yeah, Android Factory shut down for retooling. The owner owed 31 PD a favor.
Must have been a big favor.
Breach mode. Okay, let's see what we got here. Main door. Last unit through this entrance is marked at the end of the encounter. Gross. All units through here get plus 25 aim. All units can use run and gun ability on their first turn. Okay. So let's give aim to Patchwork because she's the lowest rank, so her aim is probably the lowest. Let's give run and gun to Torque. Where's run and gun make... No, you know what? No, I take that back. Run and gun makes more sense for Torx, or for Patchwork. Who do I want to be marked? Let's... I don't necessarily want to send Zephyr through first. But Shelter being marked, I feel like I can... No, actually, I take that back. You and Shelter are going to switch places. Or Zephyr are going to take... I don't want anybody being marked. But I think this will work. Okay, let's see what we got. Everybody's aggressive. That's wonderful. Okay, well, if everybody's gonna be aggressive, I guess, then let's dazzle them. We can at least disorient them, because we're not gonna take everybody down before they shoot. Is there somebody I could potentially kill in one kick? Best chance is Adder. Okay, now let's actually do some shooting. Let's spit on somebody. And then... You have no good shots. Hey! Talon rounds coming through. Miss. 4. Miss. 2. Okay, well, 2 of those misses we really got because we did the disorienting. Anyone doing anything special for the 4th? I'll be doing something for the channel. I haven't decided yet. I'm really starting this weekend. I'm going to try to watch as many of the Star Wars movies as I can this weekend. But I haven't really I'm going to see how far I get. But I should really do something for the channel. I just don't know what yet. You would think I'd plan it out more, but let's be honest, I'm not gonna. Okay. There's a really good chance that number 2 there... hold on, I just realized. You guys can't see this super well. There we go. It got shifted somehow. There we go, that's better. That number 2 on here is very likely going to get kicked in the face by Zephyr, so I'm not as worried about her. Let's see, can I switch places with 3? I might not be able to because I'm not sure I can see 3. I can't, okay. Now I could just switch places with 2, but I don't really have a strong need for that. Alternatively, I could just move Shelter somewhere. I hate to, like, not take... Wait, what's this again? Oh, Fracture! Right. That's that super cool power I got. We won't be doing that on the first encounter, though. Okay, we're gonna move here. It's very odd for me to not just switch places with someone. But then we're gonna use Soulfire. Which will take for sure damage and will also move him down. He would have gotten some healing from that, but that's okay. Zephyr should kick him in the face. Thank you, Zephyr. Okay, Zephyr, you get your turn now. A couple different things you can do. Oh, Reaper mode. Reaper would be awesome, but I'm not sure how much I could really take advantage of it. Because I could get over to Paladin and use it, but then I wouldn't be able to get to the Legionnaire. So I think instead we're going to use Crowd Control. We will definitely be using Reaper as soon as I can, though. Is there a way I can get all 3 of you? I can get 4 of you. This is what we're going to do. Go, Zephyr, you wonderful, wonderful person. Punch, 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 kick. Look at that. I mean, would you look at it? Just look at it. Hopefully he'll go after her and she'll parry, and then we can move on from there, but we'll find out. Lockdown, or, you know, she can also kick him in the face, which would be nice. But he's even more beat up. Good, he's gonna parry. Okay. So he's next, and then that guy's up. Tongue pole. Right. Okay. So Torque, what do we got for you? Alternatively... Paladin's already poisoned. Why won't it hit both of them? Can't tell if that's a bug or if it's really not hitting them both. But since I can't tell... Okay, this is going to do 4 to 5 damage. I'm kind of tempted. I could just straight... Yeah, he's poison though, so he's not the one I'm worried about. Let's... Okay. Oh, I see. Interesting. So if I can't get up to him to tongue pull. Because I can't see him. So I might just have to... I don't want to use... Like, I obviously have items, but this is a 3 encounter mission, so I don't want to use anything yet. Especially when we're not particularly in a bad spot. Let's move Torque. Because no matter what, Torque's only going to get 1 action on the second guy anyway. 80% shot, and I might just kill him. Like, I think that's my best move. Okay. It hit, but didn't do enough damage. That's okay. Yeah, he's just going to try to do something psionic. He's going to stun Torque. That's okay. That's not damage. Okay, so Patchwork. Now that... Can we... Oh, you have the running gun ability. Okay, yeah, you can't... So this is what we're going to do. Since you have running gun... Do I keep it for the mission or the encounter? I can't remember. Oh well, let's go ahead and use it. So you're going to... dash over here. Don't care about him as much. Wow. Okay, impress me. You impressed me. That's 2 kills so far. Okay. You are gonna get knocked in the face. There we go. Zephyr's gonna get skipped. And then Torque. Why don't you go ahead and just knock this guy out too? Hey, welcome, Gamertag. Yeah, so I was saying at the beginning, I've seen Clone Wars, and I'm really excited. I'm going to discuss it on stream on my other channel later today, but we're going to not talk about spoilers in this chat, just in case.
To finalize the deal.
Okay, so this is what we brought the key card for, which Patchwork can go through. Whoops. Let's see what we got here, though. That's through does +3 damage in the breach, but here we get through aggressive enemies. So we'll send Patchwork through. Then we'll do Shelter. I like having Shelter up. And then we always end with Zephyr.
We're going in.
I think she had the ability to heal, and I didn't do it, but that's okay. Okay, so you can only see 2. And only one of them is a decent shot, so let's go for it. I'm loving you with these Talon rounds. My gosh. Again, you can only see... There we go, he's down. Wow, we just did not have good vision coming through here. Okay, let's see what we got. Even numbers, so that's not too bad. You are... Who's next? I could use... Chaining Jolt is good, but he's not near anybody. You would be flanked, but I also need you to get over there. I really don't want to leave a snake loose, but there's really not a lot you can do. Like, I don't even think you can... Yeah, no, you can't. This is not a good position for me. Alternatively, I could skip you entirely and just put you somewhere where it'd be hard for the snake to get you. That might be... There's just no way. Like, I would have to go over there and get a really lucky shot. I would rather get the jump on, like, the next person in line. To be completely honest. Let's go ahead and do this. And see if it happens to hit anybody else.
Painful.
Nope, it chained to no one else. That's okay. It was 4 damage guaranteed, so I'll take that. Hopefully he's not going to get up to too much trouble. She should kick him in the face. Nicely done, Zephyr. Zephyr is really getting beat up. Okay, Shelter. What do you got for me? Let's relocate with 2. Move 2 down the line. And now we'll use... What do I want to do? I could just shoot. That's a terrible shot, though. You're not necessarily next in line, but it would guarantee you die. So let's go ahead and do that. And then... Torque. You... Wow, that's a terrible chance in the tongue pull, but we gotta try it. Miss. Dang it. Oh well. Wow. This is, This is intriguing. Ugh. I have so many options and yet I have so few. Like, you're just gonna tongue pull him? Oh, you can tongue pull and grab. That's alright. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so now the paladin is my problem. Let's do crippling blow up here.
Smashing extremity.
You need... Oh, I should heal you. I should have done that already, but that's okay. You've disabled his weapon, and then we'll go on parry. And then he'll move, and you'll kick him again. That's why I love you. Can't imagine ever not taking that power. And again with those Talon rounds, Dom was not kidding. Okay, we got through this encounter. And we'll pick up the, evidence, which is good.
The Great Phoenix VIP must be up ahead. Subdue if you can. We'll get far more intel from a live VIP.
Cover me to the VIP and I'll get a subdual.
Okay, good visibility. All units entering here get plus 25 aim during the breach. Got it. So let's send Shelter first. I like Shelter going first. Patchwork. Torque. Go ahead and use the Medipatch. Zephyr.
We're heading in.
Get some health. It's not a lot, but health is health. What are we looking at? Okay, 2 aggressive enemies. Those are my priority. So you have 95% chance that you might just kill him, or 77. So we'll take the 95. Nice. 91. Or 71. So we'll take the 91. Get him down. I'm gonna take the chance that we might kill him, even though I know I can use the poison spit. No, didn't kill him. That's okay. Go up and kick him. He missed. You'll love to see it. And that will get that adder off the screen because she should kick him. Great. Okay, so that's 2 enemies down in the breach. Looks like 6 remain. Oof.
That's the VIP. Subdue is able.
Well, okay. This just got fun. Okay, well now we just do everything, right? I've saved everything for times such as this. So first things first. Fracture! Two shelters, please. You love to see it. Okay. Who's second? Praetorian? Guess we could also switch with the Berserker. I don't necessarily want to do that, though, because he's too far away to really hurt anybody. Let's relocate with the Praetorian. Hello! And then we'll Soulfire somebody.
Phony target.
Love it. And then shelter. We could soul fire him again. Hey, Shadow Sources! Welcome, welcome. How are you? Good to see you here. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, I could use team up. I prefer to use team up when I can just get somebody else a turn. Oh, I can relocate with you. Okay. So let's relocate. Let's relocate with the VIP. Guess you're further away from the door now. Oh, that was his only move. That makes sense. Oh no, she missed. Hang in there, Zephyr.
Balance is off.
She'll be okay.
Can't focus.
She'll be okay. Faceless is next. He could potentially get to shelter, but I think that's the only one he could potentially get to. Also Praetorian. I don't really want to do chaining jolts because I don't want to hurt the VIP. Need to go get some smokes? Alright. I'll see you when you get back. Talon rounds. This is gonna be rough. How are you getting more armor? The frick? Do not understand. Yeah, I had a feeling you could get to shelter. We just gotta stay strong, everybody. We knew this was gonna be a tough mission. Okay. One. Volatile inducer. Bring shelter back up into the turns. Welcome back, shelter. Who's two? Paladin? Okay. We're going to switch places. Oh, we can't switch. Oh, yeah, we can. Relocate.
Trading places.
And then, let's get you some health, shall we? Praetorian isn't really important right now. Where's the snake that's up next? Can't see him, apparently. That's fine. In that case, let's take some health out of this berserker.
Won't let you hurt my friends.
Oh, yeah. I'm super happy to have you lurk while you work. I hope you're doing well. Sarge is my favorite person. So there you go. Annie and all of her friends are welcome here. Okay, Python. Yes. Tongue pull the Python. Burp. And wait, hold on. Before I do that, let's bring shelter back up. I just love milking, giving shelter as many turns as possible. Okay, now let's bind. Now you can bind. I don't need you to bind the guy. Bind the snake. Yes. Okay. Psi fracture. So this time you get some points. So let's switch places. I actually want to switch places with the berserker, just because I want to get him away from Zephyr. Zephyr's a little beat up right now, and I want to protect her. And then we'll do Soulfire. We only have 2 options, so let's keep chipping away at the berserker. It makes sense. Even though I think he was already down at the bottom of the screen, so I didn't really need to do that. That's okay. And then let's switch places. So the Python's handled. Let's switch places with the Faceless, maybe? No, with Paladin. Let's switch places with the Paladin. That'll move his turn down. And then, who can you hit in the face? Only the Faceless? No, it's not gonna help. Wow, only 2 damage. That's no fun. Alright, so the Python can't do anything because he's bound. So he's just gonna take damage. Why can't you use your heal kit? Because you're disoriented? That's very unhelpful. Okay, well, in that case, let's run you over here. You can disorient that guy. Hopefully you can still use parry. Apparently you can't use parry when disoriented. So let's just move you. I don't like how injured you are, so let's just get you way the heck away. Plus I might be able to subdue that guy at some point. Okay, patchwork. I am way more concerned about this Praetorian than I am about the Paladin. Like, significantly so. That's not going to do enough damage. Let's run you up. Give you a really good chance to critical hit. And shoot this guy in the face. Yes! You didn't even need your Talon rounds. You just did that on your own steam. Okay, so he's going to get to run amok. I don't actually care. Like, their Psi Fracture isn't my real guy. So, like, if they're going to shoot at that, that's not actually that big a deal. I forgot that Faceless regen health. I don't know how I forgot that, because that's, like, a defining part of Faceless. But, you know, here we are. Torque. If you sustain the bind, you will kill him. But that does mean the other guy gets to take his turn. But that is a guy off. Okay, so hello, Berserker. Berserker didn't really get to do anything. So, let's trade places with the Faceless. Get him a little bit just anywhere else, really. And then let's use Soulfire, not on the VIP, I don't want to kill him. Let's kill the Berserker. Boom! Nighty-night. Shelter. You still don't have Soulfire, so let's go ahead and use the Nano Med Kit on you. Won't use an action, so he can get healed up, which is nice. I'm not really worried about the VIP because I'm going to send Zephyr after him. So let's relocate with the Paladin. Even though that puts the Paladin really close to an exit, which I don't necessarily want. Oh, I forgot about you. Actually, I don't think I forgot about you. I'm just not sure I knew you were there. Oh no, you're the same Faceless. Never mind. You got over there somehow. I'll shoot at you. Okay, disorientation removed. So now you can use the Nano Med Kit. Won't use an action point. You can get healed up a little bit better. And then we're going to send you in to subdue the VIP. Let's just end this. Then we don't have to worry about him anymore.
Hostile subdued.
And then we'll put you on parry, so the next time you get shot at, you'll deflect. Okay, so Faceless is kind of the biggest priority right now. We don't have a lot of vision on him. Wow, only 76%. I need to give you some kind of aim bonus. That said, you made the shot, so I'm not even mad. And then Paladin. You know what? Like, don't even mess around. Just run up and subdue him. That's a guaranteed hit. Okay, that went pretty well. Yeah, Django. I know exactly how you feel. We're avoiding talking spoilers in the chat, but I understand. I really do. Alright. That went pretty well. We all got beat up, but that was a 3 encounter mission, so I'm not surprised we all got beat up. Like, let's be honest right now. Terminal has completed Spec Ops. Cool.
Great job. No arms dealer is willing to risk a deal with Grey Phoenix. Not with Chimera Squad in town.
That's right. Okay, now we have to pick our dark event. This is just especially cruel. Disrupt their leadership. As you've experienced, Grey Phoenix is surprisingly coordinated and disciplined. Discover what keeps them bound together. But then they feel bold enough to use civilian hostages as pawns. Or, we've connected Grey Phoenix to the recent spate Okay. Of alien abductions in City 31. Find out why Grey Phoenix wants all these aliens. We need to get them home. Grey Phoenix has supplies to arm up and equip Praetorians. Ew. I'll take hostages. That doesn't sound like it does damage to me. Okay, Patchwork.
I never thought I would be working for XCOM.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd let an off-worlder join the team.
Torque, you are an off-worlder.
I'm from New Arctic. I am, by definition, an Earthling.
With fangs and sacks of venomous bile.
Yes.
What can I say? Some Earthlings are hatched lucky.
I like that. Oh wow, no wonder you were struggling. You didn't even have a level up. So, we gotta get you working. Promotion to Gremlin can scan the room, applying hollow targeting to all enemies. Increases the squad aim. What the heck? Why is that not an actual power in XCOM? My gosh. Give me that. Okay. I'd rather keep Terminal around. Oh, the next item you buy in the scavenger market is free? Heck yeah, I forgot I did that. What is this? Agents earn 20... more XP on missions. That's nice. Reduce city anarchy by 3. That's nice. Next time... Yeah, we already did that, though. 1 free field team doesn't sound bad. Otherwise, it's just straight resources. We're doing okay on resources. So let's do 1 free field team. And we'll send Jared, because I want to keep Terminal available to join the team if necessary. No spoil. So many thoughts. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to do a stream later.
Grey Phoenix is surprisingly coordinated and disciplined.
Yes.
Discover what keeps them bound together.
I already read this. Okay. So 9 whole heckin' days before we can do this. Okay, what do we got? Solid copy. XCOM's Most Wanted. So this is Money and Illyrium. I'm gonna guess this has better stuff, but yep. Shrike Mercenaries present. Extra padding armor mod. -2 unrest. I feel like we need to keep the unrest down, so this is really where I need to go. Even though this is definitely going to be harder. But we get... I think we get more resources there, to be honest. But, like, if I don't go here, it'll be Anarchy here next. And I don't really want to deal with that. So let's send APC. Only 1 encounter. That's not bad. Keypad door, security door. So we'll send Patchwork. She's got the auto key card. And we'll just keep this crew. I really like this crew. Probably couldn't hurt to put Terminal out there too, to be honest. But I don't really want to be without anyone right now. Yeah, we'll keep this team. If anything, I'd trade out Patchwork, but I need to get her leveled up. Because, like, I specifically got her to fight mechs, and those will show up when I least want them. Keypad door. Oh, I guess. Okay, whatever. Last unit through this entrance will receive an extra action point. Okay, cool. First unit through this entrance is guaranteed to land their shot. Also cool. So let's start with Shelter. Patchwork. Gremlin scans the room, applying holo targeting. Let's go ahead and use... I didn't realize this was a breach mission. I would save this, but it's our only encounter. So let's go ahead and use this and increase our aim. Torque and then Zephyr can get an extra action point. That's fine with me. I was hoping... I thought that there would be 2 breach point options because of the key card, but it doesn't look like there are. Here we go. Look at that, everybody has holo targeting. You'd love to see it. Okay, only 1 guy's aggressive. So we're gonna, he's the priority. We don't need to be getting shot at as we come through the door. Only 79% chance to hit. Oh, I love you though. I mean, like, Patchwork really has not let me down yet. Let's go for the alert guy. Nice. Okay, who would you like to kick? Let's send you all the way to the back, at the very least. Boom! I will never get tired of seeing you kick people. Alright, and there's 2 more back there. War criminal! I love that. Okay, and you get that extra point, so let's go ahead and... Wait, can I subdue that guy, like, now? I could just, like, no, it won't do enough damage. Well, you get, like, a full-on extra point. Wow. I'm tempted. Pretty sure subdue still gives me parry. But honestly, I don't want to... No. Let's just subdue this guy.
Subdued hostile.
Parry. Okay. So 2 is this guy. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Who can we relocate with? Let's relocate with the guy in the back. Hey Cobra, do you want to come all the way up here? Wasn't particularly important, and Cobra wasn't exactly early on or anything. But hey. The other thing we're gonna do is go ahead and use Fracture.
Spectral copy.
Again, I would usually save this, but we have only one encounter. So we're gonna bring up Fracture. Fracture, I want you to go ahead and relocate with the War Criminal. Oh, I guess that's all that did. I wasn't really thinking that through. But then go ahead and hit with Soulfire, and that'll bump him down. Hey, Kathleen, welcome! How are you today? Okay, so next up is the Berserker. But what we're gonna do is use Team Up with Shelter, and just milk using Shelter as much as possible, really. So run over here. I'm doing well. I didn't have to work today, which is pretty exciting. I got the day off. So I'm just enjoying some XCOM. I watched some Clone Wars earlier. You know, all in all, I can't really complain. Okay, so Shelter. Oh, Fracture, that's fine. You can start with him. I would like to, yes, relocate with the Berserker. Move him over there. I'm really not worried about what the one trooper can do. So let's Soulfire him. I'm liking it. I really am. It's getting a little, like, I think it's a little bit repetitive. Like, you go out into a battle and you come back and you click 3 things, then you go out to battle again, you come back and you click 3 things. I feel like it could use some kind of DLC or expansion to add something to kind of break up the monotony of what you do each time. But at the same time, I don't think it's that big of a deal because, I mean, it's a $20 game that I got for $10, so typically a game like that is going to be more simplified anyway. So I'm not really particularly, like, while I would say that, at the same time, I'm not particularly heartbroken over it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use Subdue because it's guaranteed to hit. It does 4 to 5 damage. He only has 4 damage left. I don't know why I told you to move over there, but that's fine. And I'm really not worried about this one trooper. He can probably do some damage, but it's going to get parried. One thing that's actually kind of nice is because the game is so repetitive like that, like you go back to base, you go back out, you go back out. If these guys take damage, they don't actually need to heal, which is kind of cool. Okay, so now he's moved down the line. The Cobra is next. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring Shelter up again. Because a good portion of my plan involves Shelter just does everything. It's a large portion of my plan every time. So Soulfire the Cobra will move down. Won't be big deal. Oh, he only got 1 action point? I would have done something different, but that's okay. We're gonna tongue pull the Cobra. Come over here. And then we're gonna bind him. I don't know why we're looking here, but that's okay. I guess they didn't want the children to see the Cobra get killed. Yeah, we would have avoided that damage if I'd kind of put 2 and 2 together on what was going on, but that's okay. Go ahead and subdue this guy. But like I said, that damage was really not a big deal. Because, can you see? Oh, well, that's intriguing. Shelter's gonna go over and get him, so we're just gonna run you over there so you can be in a position to do something next turn. So that was just a mild tactical error, but it wasn't that big of a deal. See, I don't want you to relocate. Let's click on shelter instead. Let's see if I can't get you to just knock this guy unconscious. There you go. And there we are. That's all we had to do. So shelter took a little bit of a hit, but it'll be fine. We might get some intel out of that because we subdued 4 guys. No one in their right mind should spend time. These things keep looting. City Council says that they've cleared out all the old mechs Advent used to send on the liquidation patrols, but give them a whole district to pass until they hire mercenaries. Okay, so we did get some intel, and we got the armor padding and blah blah blah.
Gray Phoenix follows a pair of leaders, both mutons. Custodian Zell handles their technical interests. We know more about Crew Chief Yarvo, who directs their
Crew Chief
pursuits.
Yarvo.
Zell and Yarvo are unknown quantities. It isn't clear who calls the shots between them.
Interesting. I wonder if that means there's going to be like 2 fights against them, or if they'll both show up on the same fight. Okay, assembly complete.
Stop asking. I'll never agree to it.
Come on. A gremlin fight would be important for, let's say, training purposes.
For training
And when
purposes.
the dust clears, who repairs the broken gremlin?
You, most likely.
Restoring your gremlin from a pile of slag is not how I care to spend my time.
Was that? Did you just smack talk me? Patches, I'm so proud.
Oh, a gremlin fight. Okay. So, sweet. Ooh, it grants the Shredder ability? Yes. Okay, we're going to spend all our money on that upgrade. So now my submachine guns will be better. Let's go to the scavenger market. The next thing we buy is going to be free. This is the most expensive thing. Superior laser sight. That said, what is this? Advent prototype submachine gun was rejected because it burned through too much ammunition. Grants Hail of Bullets ability, which is nice. Let's go ahead and grab that. That's nice. Okay. Assembly. Master crafted armor sounds good. I would like better armor. Begin. 8 days. Dang it. I already got my free purchase, but thank you. Okay, so let's look at the map. Okay, so Anarchy is doing okay. It's mostly okay. So we can investigate strange device or warehouse fire. What are we looking at here? Fire broke out at a city impound storing facility. I'm kind of, honestly, we're okay on intel. I'm kind of leaning towards getting the Illyrium. During a routine bust, 31 PD uncovered a strange device that falls within our mandate. Let's go ahead and grab that. Okay. Field team payday.
It's no secret. Cross-species food can be dangerous. So how does Burger Palace ensure the safety of its customers? Simple. Each flavor bulb contains markers key to the species who can consume it. Once cooked into the patty, physical contact with the inappropriate species triggers the patty's flight response.
What?
We call it our compatibility guarantee. If you can't eat it, it'll let you know. Burger Palace. New name, new safeguards, same great taste.
So if you try to eat a burger and you can't, the burger runs away? That's a little bit horrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, what do we got here? Adhesion grenade, that sounds cool. Plus 30 intel. The unrest is the same in both of the, well, the unrest is the same in both, so. AP round, oh, that means they ignore armor. Okay, so both of these items would be really good. Unrest is the same. Here we get a little bit more intel. I mean 5, but still. What is this? Freeze district unrest? Ooh. Let's freeze the unrest in that city. And it can just stay there. That's neat. I forgot that I had this. Okay. So let's head here, I guess. What are we looking at? 2 encounters, door, and a repel point. So they're probably not going to need breach items. Now, we did just get the enhanced submachine gun. But let's go over to Shelter and get him the Surly Constant. Because he's more likely to kind of end up in a space where I think he could do a lot of shooting. I almost kind of want to... I have a fair amount of money. I kind of want to buy an expanded magazine for him. And give him that instead of the stock, even though it is an advanced stock. Just because that weapon ability, he's going to shoot more. So I kind of feel like that would be a good thing. Let's keep the same crew. I'm used to this crew, and I want to stay used to it until I get Patchwork leveled up a little bit more. Even though bringing Terminal would be nice. But I think we're pretty good. Off we go again. On the road again. Just can't wait to be on the road again.
Destroy that target.
There's my husband. Okay. Breach mode. Repel point. Okay, so all units entering here get 3 mobility for 1 round. All units entering here 3 mobility for 1 round. All units entering 3 enters plus 50 dodge for 1 round. All units entering here get 50 dodge for 1 round. Now we're talking. So I like Shelter to go through first because I like him to move first. I'd like Torque to get that mobility as well, even though Patchwork actually has really terrible mobility, but that's okay. And I'd like... Actually, that's a good point. Let's give it to Patchwork because she has kind of bad mobility. Torque at least has the ability to like pull enemies towards her. I think this is good. Okay, let's go.
We're heading in.
Encounter 1.
Time to move.
Really sad man on the wall. Probably and hopefully you won't need it, but it's good to pull extra crap on robot. Yeah, I know. I've been too lazy and I haven't done it. What? That is the freakiest looking face I've ever seen. Okay, well thankfully no one's aggressive. So we can kind of do this however we want. Let's see if we can just kill the trooper outright. Oh, that's right, you have Shredder. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. Yep, let's just not miss 100% shots. There's no reason to. That said, I'm probably going to send Zephyr over to kick him. So now let's take this risk. Love to see it. How did you get Shredder? Oh, maybe it's just because it's the... I bet it's just because of the... All machine guns have that. I remember that now. That was a thing. Alright, so he's off the map. And another guy is injured. Love to see it. He's gonna hunker down. I'm okay with that. Praetorians are horrible. Okay. Let's see what we got. The Bruiser is next. I'm not necessarily concerned about him. Can I trade places with the, I cannot. Okay. Well, in that case, let's trade places with the Legionnaire. He's not really high in the turn at all, but it just puts me in a different spot. Open the door. 65%? Really? I mean, I could just go subdue him, and he would for surely go down. Yeah, it's just gonna put Shelter in a really bad spot. That's okay. So that Praetorian is next. There's nothing I can really do about that, though. Let's see what this does. There we go. Only 1 damage, but the first time that actually worked. You're okay. We'll get you shelter. Don't worry about it. Okay, who's next? Really, both of these guys. Can I tongue pull the... No, I can't. Okay, I can't tongue pull the Berserker, so let's tongue pull the Legionnaire. Because they're both gonna go next, so...
Don't
let's lock him down. Zephyr! Now you can do crowd control. Don't hit the nice person. I'm assuming this won't do friendly fire. Go ahead and do parry. Hopefully the Berserker will go after you. You get to kick him again, which is nice, and you're gonna parry. Heck yeah. And then he's gonna be bound. So that's fine. And then the Praetorian's next. So we definitely want to do something about that. Hail of bullets. Interesting. Okay. Versus... Okay. So let's go ahead and use Soulfire.
Postponing target.
That will get you some health back. And if he moves... Interesting. Okay, so I think... Oh, does Soulfire just end my turn? Oh, Soulfire ends my turn. You live and learn, and then you get loved. Okay. Patchwork. I want to take down that and the Berserker. Get a shot on the Berserker here. Let's do that.
I'm moving.
I looked up the voice. I thought she sounded like Tora from Resistance, but she's not. Tora from Resistance. Okay, so then we'll sustain bind. He'll be dead. And then he will hopefully get kicked by Zephyr. Oh no, actually he will definitely get kicked by Zephyr. There we go. Use the large cuffs. I don't know what that means. Second breach mode. Hold on. Use large cuffs. Capture a Praetorian. Oh, well there you go. That was neat. Best for last. The last unit through this entrance is guaranteed to land their shot, so we don't want to put Zephyr through last. We'll still do Shelter first, then Torque, then Zephyr, then Patchwork. Why isn't it? Go ahead and use battle scanners. Medipatch. I don't think we really need it, but it's our last encounter. That was irritating. I wanted to change that after I'd clicked. Okay. Yep, breach.
Let's do this.
Apply that hollow targeting. Heal us up. Yep, Shelter needs some health. And let's go! One aggressive enemy. What do we got? We got a pretty good shot on him, too. Let's go. Nice. Let's just end the aggressive enemy. Who would you like to kick? Yeah, I don't want you to be too far away this time. This map looks pretty large. But you go ahead and land that shot for her. And then that way Zephyr might be able to finish him. She did not finish him. That's okay.
We're here for that target. Break it apart.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Destroy the power core to stop from getting reinforcements. Definitely a thing we want to do, but it's not a huge priority at this exact second. This is my last encounter, so let's go ahead and we're going to relocate with him.
Switching.
And then we're going to fracture. Heckin' yeah. You're gonna relocate with the Legionnaire. That does not... Okay, and then we'll hit him. There, now he's bumped down. Not that it really matters, because 3 people are gonna go in a row after Torque. Unless I do something about that. So let's do team up with Shelter. Moved in timeline. And we'll do this with what do I want to do? No, we'll leave that alone for now. Pull the Necromancer over. And bind.
Just go to
So you don't get to do anything on your turn. And then... I wonder, can I can't remember if I can relocate twice with this guy. We're gonna relocate with somebody like way far. Like Dominator is somebody we need to do something about. And actually Shelter might be able to do something about him. So let's relocate with 7. And then go ahead and just finish the Legionnaire. Okay. Now, let's switch places with... Who's 2? Who's 2? Oh, 2 is the guy who's bound. Okay, that makes more sense. So let's switch places with Dominator. And then take a shot at the Trooper. He is down. You love to see it. Okay, so he's going to be bound. That's his turn. Zephyr. Go ahead and take this guy out. He's next. There you go.
Subdued.
Go ahead and do parry. Then we'll see what he does. Psi disable. That's not the worst thing that could have happened. I don't know that it even had any negative effect. Okay, so then the faceless is the problem. But he can't really get to anybody to do any damage. If that blows, it's going to hurt the fracture, but he's not there at the moment anyway. So let's go ahead and just start... Oh, it's going to cause friendly fire. Why? It's not going to blow up. Whatever. Shoot at the Dominator then. I don't think that would have caused damage, but it's okay. The Faceless has to get to anybody before he can even do anything. Like, I don't even think he can see Shelter to hit Shelter, but I could be wrong. Nope, I was not wrong. Okay, so now we need to prioritize destroying that thing. Thankfully, Shelter's next, so I'll be able to move that guy anyway. So what we'll actually do is relocate with the Faceless. Go ahead and Soulfire the Dominator. Move him down the timeline. And then Fracture. Hail of bullets at that thing. It's not down. Dang it. Okay, I don't want Zephyr to do anything with it. You can't do anything. Okay, well, go over there. I don't know why you had to do it that way, but okay. And then Harry. Nope. Yep. Ugh! Dang it. That's no good, because that means we're going to get reinforcements. Oh, well. I tried. I just, That's okay. That's just the fracture.
Running there.
Oh, well. I tried. I just got bad damage rolls, that's all. That's okay. Alright. So, what are my priorities here? Well, missing is definitely not a priority.
I think I'm running low.
Okay, so this is the fracture one. Okay, so let's relocate with Trooper. Get him out of cover. Start taking a chunk out of that faceless. Okay, so regular shelter. Cannot. Okay, we're gonna trade places with this trooper just because it'll move him down the timeline. Oh, that's neat. What is that? Relocate the same unit with shelter and his ghost in one turn. Well, there you go. I didn't know that was gonna get me an achievement. I really don't like ignoring that shot, but we're gonna do this. Okay. Zephyr. Nope. Crowd control. I think it might not get all three, actually. That's okay. Yeah, it only got two. That's okay. Parry? Alright, what do you got for me, Patchwork? Yes, in the faceless. He's the one that can do the most damage.
Target in sight.
Not that that's not damage, but you know, still. That's fine. You can miss. Okay, Torque, what do you got for me? Haven't been using all of your stuff. I forgot that I still had that other thing. Can I make this work? Yes, I can.
Frag out.
I won't hit anybody. Nice! One shot at him. Way to go, Torque.
Already?
Way to go. Just do him. There we go. We got it. AP rounds, plus Illyrium, plus Intel. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, sweet.
The bugs
Patchwork.
here are worse than in training.
We can fix the place up. I have some ideas.
No hammocks. Never again.
That was your own fault. That pipe wasn't load-bearing.
You said hang it anywhere.
I am not having this conversation.
Alright, what do we got? Gremlin shocks enemies if they move too close to Patchwork, or if Patchwork moves close to them. This attack chains to nearby enemies. That sounds powerful. Upgrades combat scanners have 1 additional use per mission and gains 25 crit to all allies. Both of these sound amazing, but I just can't not take free actions. Like, it doesn't sound like either of those are bad choices, but you know. Everyone has decided that right now is talk to Jess time. Okay. Anarchy. So we should probably handle that. We don't get any benefit for it either, but I can't not. Is there anything to do here? No. We'll have Verge back in a turn, though. Alright, well, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Right, we have AP rounds now. Maybe I want to give somebody AP rounds. Instead of trank rounds, let's give you AP rounds. Yeah, okay. Door and wall. So we have 2 guys with breach. 3 projected encounters. Gross. Okay, let's go.
Spotted dangerous contraband. Hostiles on the move.
Okay. Breach mode. First unit through will have their weapon disabled. All units entering through here get plus 25 defense for this round. Well, in that case, I guess Zephyr's going through first, eh? Considering she doesn't have a weapon. Then we'll do shelter. Patchwork. Let's go.
Time to move.
Who would you like to go kick? Okay, I think we're gonna probably prioritize the aggressive guy, so hopefully we'll all shoot the aggressive guy. So go kick the adder. You might actually kill him. Oof. Was not a good percentage. But let's take it. Nice! I really hate ignoring 100% shots. But I really want to kill that guy. Okay, he's down. Nice. Nice. Immune. You love to see it. Prevent enemies from escaping. So, as per usual, the more enemies that escape is just the more enemies we have to face in the last turn. Okay, so I think we're gonna do Reaper mode because I might be able to kill 2 and 3. So let's engage Reaper.
Another maximum rank.
So then, I don't know if it has to be crowd control or not. So we're gonna do this. That one's down. Nope. 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 Yep.
Shattering.
So 2 and 3 are both down. And then you can do crowd control and hit both these guys.
I'll bring you down.
So that's killing 2 and disabling the weapon on the other one. Now you don't get to use parry, which is a little bit concerning. But his weapon is disabled, so there's only so much he can do. I'm kind of more worried about 3 at this juncture. So let's switch places with 3.
Castling.
3 is going to move down the list a little bit. We're not going to use Fracture yet. Let's just kill 2. I'll just keep going. Yes. Okay. So, okay, we're getting to the point where we're gonna get hit by a bunch of guys. 2 and 3. Pull you back away from everybody who's gonna start shooting. Nice. I mean, damage is damage. Okay, she's gonna kick him. You know, shooting him might have guaranteed he was dead. That's okay. He missed, so that's okay. See what he does.
Disabling target weapon.
Ow. That's not the worst thing that could have happened. Ugh, Shelter, you poor boy. You get beat up so much. Okay, Torque. What are we looking at here? Who can you tongue pull? Tongue pull the guy with Overwatch. There we go. I guess your Overwatch isn't really going to work now, is it? There was nothing I could really do for that Berserker, so I just gotta hope he can't get close to anybody. Which appears to be the case. So then we got Zephyr. Does not have crowd control back. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm thinking through ideas. So Shelter could relocate somebody. I kind of want to put her there because then she could kick both of these guys. Let's see if I can't get that faceless rooted. No, but he is disoriented, so I mean, that's something. And we'll put you on parry. Shelter. Now, if I'd put you in a different spot, you could have relocated with... Oh, you can't see the guy in the room anyway. Okay, so we're going to... No, we're not going to mess around with that, actually. We're going to get you away. And I think I might actually have you take a shot and see if you can't just kill that faceless. You just straight killed the faceless.
No ammo. I need to reload.
Oh, you haven't. Oh, that's right, because you. Right. Okay, so we're gonna let you reload.
Gonna reload.
And then I'm gonna let you use Chaining Jolt, even though it's not gonna actually chain to anybody else. It will kill the bruiser. Dave is here!
Jolting the target.
Dave, welcome! It's so good to see you. Making me so happy on this Friday. I would ask you how you are, but I know how you are. But I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to XCOM Chimera Squad. We're just here living our best lives, you know? Can I tongue pull the Berserker? I cannot. Can you bind a Berserker? I really want to know. No, they're too gigantic. Well, now I know. We can shoot them in the face, however. I'm controlling a snake, which is making me really happy. So he's going to get his turn. She's going to kick him. Nicely done. And he's just trying to run away. Oh, good. He won't get away. I think this is the first time I've done one of these where no one got away in the first encounter. And Bobcat's back, just in time for Dave. Alright, guys. Good job. No one got away. So you've watched no gameplay of this yet. Haven't played it yourself. What's the gut opinion? Good, bad, somewhere in between. Gut opinion. Good game. The important thing to keep in mind when you're playing this is the base price of XCOM 2 is $60, and the base price of this game is $20. So, like, Enemy Within, XCOM 2, definitely better games, also bigger games, right? Like, when something is a third of the price point, you know, there's a certain amount of expectations, I guess, that you can have going into it. I really like the gameplay. What this makes me really excited for is XCOM 3, should we ever get XCOM 3. Because they're doing some really interesting things in this game, where if you think of this as more of like an experiment for trying out new things, it could make for a really interesting XCOM 3. And the lore in this is really cool. So if you like finding little Easter eggs and little connections, really, really fantastic for that. I think the gameplay is getting a little bit repetitive. And, like, that's really my only critique. Like, the gameplay is great. I have no complaints about the gameplay itself. It just feels like it's like you're constantly doing something, but not in the way XCOM, Enemy Within, or War of the Chosen is you're constantly doing something. It's like you're constantly doing the same thing. This, to me, is more like, if I had this scratch, like, I needed to scratch the itch for XCOM, but I didn't want something that was going to consume my whole life the way XCOM 2 was. This would be something I would just, like, pop in and be like, all right, I'm just going to play some Chimera Squad so I can get the taste for XCOM without losing a week of my life. So Yeah, and I would say it's really my only complaint about the game, is that it feels repetitive. But if they decided to do an expansion or any DLC for a $20 game, I think they could add some things. But one of the biggest things that changes here are these things called breach points. So each mission will have a certain number of encounters. So you just saw one encounter. This mission has 3 encounters. So when you go into a new encounter, you have these breach points, and you can have options. And like, to have access to the other options, sometimes you need items like this charge. We can go through here, and they just change things. So last unit through here does +3 damage during the breach, versus here there's less aggressive enemies, which I can explain when we get through the door. And the last unit through still gets the breach. So it's kind of a no-brainer to go through the wall. It's just a matter of, did you bring somebody who can go through the wall? So I'm going to have Shelter go first. It's kind of cool because this game has set characters. They're not customizable characters like the other games. But they've really capitalized on that, and like, your soldiers talk to each other and have actual voice-acted dialogue in between. They have interactions, and even though there's 11 characters, you'll only get 8 in any particular playthrough, so it encourages you to play through again and have different combinations of the same characters, which is cool. No, let's not use combat scanners yet, because I can only use that once. And I don't need to heal anybody just yet. Okay, so let's go. So, I mean, there's definitely some, like, story-wise, I think there's a lot of replay. It's just that the combat is the same every time. So when you encounter your enemies in the breach point, you go in, and then you get 1 free shot on everybody. Green means they're surprised, so they won't do anything. They'll just stand there and take the shot. Orange is alert. That means they're going to take an action, but it's going to be a non-aggressive action. So it's going to be hunkered down, or they're going to move, or they're going to buff themselves. And then anybody who's red is aggressive, and that means they will shoot at you. So even though this is a 91% shot, and usually in XCOM, why would you ever not take a 91% shot? I'm going to focus on the 67% guy and try to get him dead, because he's the only one that's going to shoot at me after this breach mode. And I actually hit, which is really, really nice. So, and I killed, so he's down. So now I can take all the great shots that I want. So 97% shot, please. And let's just keep focusing on the same guy. She shredded him, which is nice. And then we'll run up and kick the guy and just finish it off. Boom.
Moving to location.
So we were able to take down 2 of the enemies before the battle actually starts. The other thing that's really different is the interleaved turns. So it's not we take all of our turns and they take all of their turns and we take all of our turns. There's a turn order. Now, it's not like other games that have this where there's like a speed statistic where it's like, oh, the person with the faster speed statistic can take more turns in a turn or whatever. Everyone gets 1 turn in a round. And the order that I was picking people to go through the wall determined the order that my characters go in. But there are ways to manipulate the timeline, and that's where the true strategy of this game comes in, is how you manipulate the timeline. So, for example, the reason why I like Shelter to go through first is he has this relocate ability. It's like the Templar's relocate ability, only I use it way more. And when he relocates, you'll look here, this person's actually going to move down on the timeline. So I've actually taken his turn from him because I moved him. And then I'm going to use Soulfire, which is exactly like Soulfire in XCOM 2. The difference is it will also move somebody down the timeline. Now, unfortunately, I don't have vision on this guy with it for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. But that's XCOM for you. But whoever I hit with Soulfire will also move down in the timeline. So if I can't hit the guy I wanted to hit, I might as well hit this guy. So he'll take a guaranteed 4 damage, and then I get half of that damage back as health. So I get +2 health. And he was my guy who was injured anyway. Ow, frickin' A. Okay, Patchwork. So now the next person who's going to move is that Adder. Now, I can go over and try to take a shot, or I can kind of go, you know, the chances of me actually killing that Adder, like, I'd have to move her, and hopefully I get the shot, and hopefully I get the good enough damage roll. I'm not sure I'm really going to count on that. What I can do Her health isn't that great, but that's okay. I can subdue this guy. Subduing is guaranteed damage, which I know are your favorite words, but it's low damage. So see, she only does 2 to 3. So she'll for sure hit, but she might not kill him. Or I can use Chaining Jolt, which is a guaranteed 4 damage. So let's go ahead and just kill him. Now, I could, if he was close to somebody, that would expand off to somebody else and cause damage. So it's technically a waste, but I'm not really that worried about it. I wanted to for sure kill a guy. So the Adder's going to go after Shelter. He's immune to poison because he's carrying a health pack. But, you know, that's no good. Okay, so now I have Torque, and next I have these 2 other snakes. And they want to run. That's what that icon is. And I don't want them to run because if they do, they're just going to end up on the last map. Now, I have a lot of other abilities that I can use, but they're single mission uses. So, like, okay, we're going to try for this.
You, come here.
Dang it. Well, I guess we're going to be taking a shot. See, and this is where it gets tricky, because, like, 72% shot, that's my best chance. 68% is not great, but the person that I have a better shot on is way down in the timeline and isn't going to do something for a little while. So then I have to decide what I want to do. I can throw spit, but I don't know if snakes are immune to snake poison. I can hit the paladin with it. I don't know if snakes are immune to snake poison. I just got this ability, so I haven't had the chance to try it out. Maybe I need to... We're gonna do this. I wanted to save this, but we're not gonna. Bring this up, give Shelter some points. Shelter, I want you to relocate with the Python. That will move him down in the timeline. And then I want you to shoot. If there's a chance you could just kill that paladin. That Python is also going to be a problem. What is your shot on the guy who's going next? You don't have one. Okay, well. I'm just making everybody dizzy here for no reason. Okay, let's take this. Nice! He's standing, but barely. Okay, so Torque still gets a move. That Python's next, and he can really mess us up. But I could also... See, you can do 4 to 5 subdue damage. Yeah, sorry. My bad. I just gotta take a good shot. Like, I'm not gonna not be able to take... Like, somebody's gonna be taking a turn, and I just gotta do what I can. That guy's gonna run, and it sucks that he runs, but, like, I need to not die here. Okay. So both the Paladin and the Python can move next. He's actually not likely to do damage. He's likely to just run, but if he runs, then he runs into my next encounter, and I still have to deal with him. So we're going to kill him. I love Zephyr. Zephyr's the best. She just kicks everybody to death. And then she has parry, which is exactly like a Templar's parry. And so he'll go for Zephyr, but she'll parry. So there you go. So we actually came out okay here. So he wants to run Shelter. I want you to relocate, but I want you to relocate with the guy who's running. So now that gets him away from the door. Okay. 100% chance to hit that thing. And it does not look like I have any of my enemies near it. So that's very likely, considering he can't shoot the next guy going anyway. So let's go ahead and do that. That will blow the tank up, which will do guaranteed damage on the Cobra. He's gonna cause some kind of headache for me. Hang in there, Patchwork. I'll heal you up. That's the other thing that's different. Unless you're playing on the super ultra hard, incredible with Iron Man everything on, your soldiers don't actually die. If you lose somebody, you have to restart the mission because narratively everybody exists. So, but the other thing that's interesting is items don't cost an action. So I just healed her with a med kit, but it didn't cost an action. So it's kind of cool. It helps make up for the fact that sometimes you'll have one person going and then 3 people are going to shoot at you, is you can use an item and it won't cause you any problems. But you have to have an item, and you know, there's a whole bunch of things to it. Okay. So we're going to run you over here. And you're going to take a shot at that
Can
Cobra.
anyone cover me?
I hope so. Oh, I forgot! You got that new power! That's awesome! That's the first time I got to use that. If she stands next to someone or someone comes next to her, they get zapped. I love it. How do you have a better shot on that guy than... Well, probably because he's a snake. Okay, but you still got the kill. That's all that matters. Okay. It's probably because they're a snake and their dodge bonus is higher. What's fun is you can tongue pull your allies too, so you can pull your allies out of danger. Okay, so that's 73% chance. You have 4 to 5 subdue damage though. So let's actually run you over here and you'll just clock that Cobra on the head. There we go, unconscious. Zephyr, you can't even get over to that guy. So I'm gonna just have you run up. And I guess we'll put you in preparation, which is just you don't take your turn and they can have defense bonuses. So once again, let's relocate. So I can't relocate with the enemy, they're too far away, but I can relocate with Zephyr. So I can relocate with my own teammate. And that will get you up close enough. And then we can use Soulfire, which will both knock him down in the turn, so he won't get to go next, and it will also give some health back to Shelter. So he did 4 damage, he should get 2 health in return, which is good because he needs some health. And then now we can have Patchwork subdue, which is 100% chance she's not going to miss. Or she just walked up to him and killed him. I couldn't subdue him because she tased him instead. Whoops. He's not getting arrested, he's just executed. Oh well. I forgot about that. So I guess that's the one reason to not take that ability if you want her to be able to subdue anybody, because now she can. But that's funny. Okay, last unit through does +3 damage during the breach. So I like to have Shelter go first. We'll do Patchwork. Go ahead and scan, apply holo targeting. So these guys usually have abilities that you can use once per mission on one of the breach modes. I haven't used this yet because I was saving it for the last breach mode. So she's going to be able to apply holo targeting to every enemy through that door, which is going to be really great. Typically, I have Zephyr go last, but because I don't know if that will apply to her because she's non-melee, so we'll let Torque get that, and Torque can go ahead and use her Medipatch and heal everybody when we go through. Now, this isn't going to be that bad. Usually when I do these, a bunch of people have gotten away, which means I'm facing even more enemies in the final room, but nobody got through. So now we're only facing the final room, which is pretty great. Okay, so first things first, we're going to look for anybody who's red, and we have 2 people. Legionnaire and this Paladin. Now, this Paladin is 100%, so let's start there. Shot, but not dead. So that's one thing. Let's move on to Legionnaire. Shot, but not dead. Okay, so you're going to kick somebody. I'm actually going to let you kick that person because her attack will happen only after they shoot at us. So it doesn't really help to send her after one of the alert people anyway. And she might actually be able to kill that person. I think that he does more damage than the other person, so let's kill him. See, and Shelter took more damage, and that is not who I needed to take damage. The Shelter was the most hurt. Oh, this is a big mean room. Okay, let's see what we got, guys. We are outnumbered. Thank you, husband. Okay. Shelter, shelter. What do you got for me? Let's start with healing you. No, because I'm going to use Soulfire. Oh, I don't have access to Soulfire. In that case, let's start with healing you. I don't get Soulfire back for another turn. So now you're full health. Okay, where's 2 and 3? I see 3, where's 2? 2's right there. Okay, so you probably can't see 2. Is my guess. No, you can't. Okay, so let's trade places with 5. So that's our first move.
Changing locale.
And then we'll use my other favorite power. Now that we're in the final room, since he can only use this once, we're going to use Fracture and create a double. Now I get 2 guys named Shelter. So now, let's take you, and you can swap places with... I'm actually kind of tempted, since the doubles relocate doesn't actually move them down on the turn, I'm kind of tempted to swap places with one of my allies to get my ally in here to a better angle. It's basically a Mimic Beacon that fights back, yes. They don't actually have to target it, but if it takes damage, it doesn't matter, because who cares? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. There we go. So that guy who's going to take a turn is down. Oh, Necromancers, how much I love thee. So that just puts more enemies on the board. The Faceless is next. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is put you over here away from the Faceless. And use that power, which is so awesome and I will never get used to how cool it is. Hey. And then go after the Necromancer. Why are you doing this? There we go. Boom. So the Faceless. Oh, that missed. I was going to say, Shelter can never catch a break. Okay, so next is my other favorite person. Okay, let's look at this. So if I go into Reaper mode, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, so we're going to go into Reaper mode,
Banking the shot.
which works exactly how you remember Reaper to be. First things first, we're going to go after... Nope. We're going to go after the Necromancer. When we go after the Necromancer, even though he's low on the list, I'm not worried about him per se. He's going to take the Spectral Zombies off. And then... you're going to run over here and kill the Paladin. So that's 2, but really like 4 enemies off the board. And then, because you just keep gaining an action, you can use Crowd Control and hit both the Cobra and the Faceless.
Thinning the crowd.
Boom and boom. Love to see it.
Engaging.
See, and they're gonna shoot at the Spectral guy, and that's not really that big of a deal. Everyone goes after Shelter. Ugh. Hang tight, Shelter. We'll come for you. Torque. What do you got for me? Team up. Move Zephyr back up. Give Zephyr another turn. Okay, so what's next is that snake. Tongue pull the snake.
Get over here.
Find the snake.
Putting the squeeze on.
Dead snake. Zephyr. Nope. Yep. Run over here and hit that python. We're gonna free Shelter. The snake is also stunned. And we're gonna put you on parry. You're gonna try to leave, but that's okay. Psi Fracture. We're gonna relocate with this guy. Just to put him closer to somebody. Go ahead and... Boop. Everyone Shoot Shelter sounds like a genre crossover between a 90s sitcom and an action TV show. You know? Sounds pretty accurate, actually. Here's another fun thing. We're going to relocate with the Faceless, which will put the Faceless right next to Zephyr, which means Zephyr will kick him. Free action. Love to see it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is use Soulfire on somebody. The snake is stunned, so I'm not really worried about the snake. Let's use it on the Bruiser. It'll do 4 damage, which will help heal Shelter. Patchwork. Why don't you run up here? We'll just get you close. And kill the Faceless. Yep, the other magic words are free action. I love free actions. Free actions are the best. Okay. So the annoying thing is I could kill the snake with Zephyr, but I can't because I have to use Torque first. So I'll just move Torque. I love the way Torque moves. I love everything about Torque. And just take the shot. 57% isn't great, but if it misses, I'll just use Zephyr, so it's fine. And then Zephyr, you just go ahead and subdue. There we go. Dave, or good luck. So there you go. So we got a little bit wounded there. But now I can show you the other part of the game, which is like the equivalent of the Geos game. Gotta say, Patchwork is a really good character, and she's not leveled up very high. Okay, Verge, who's another one of my characters who's in training, has learned a new ability, which is awesome. From the archives, the square was once full of shops selling the kinds of things that don't matter anymore. Advent converted it into housing during the occupation, but the city council decided to put a modern spin on an old idea. Check it out if you ever need old world memorabilia, sectoid kibble, and 5 kinds of pants on short notice. So this is 5 years after XCOM 2, basically. Oh no, now
How do you inject so much naive optimism into terrible situations?
I'm Canadian. Or I was when Canada was a thing.
Canadian. Right, the maple-flavored kind.
Did you say flavored?
Medallions of Canadian, fresh off the griddle.
Please tell me you mean Canadian bacon.
Of a sort.
So Torque used to be, obviously, on the invading team. Now she's with us. So that's what I said, the fun little dialogue always makes me laugh. So even though everybody took damage, they don't necessarily have to heal, because you go back out into combat really fast. But Patchwork here just got a scar, so her dodge is reduced by 15, which isn't the end of the world, but if somebody gets really, really damaged, that's more likely to happen. So what you can do is put them into training. Nope, not you. I wanted Patchwork. There's Patchwork. And it's basically, a scar is just like the negative attributes you get when somebody is, overworked. You know, like Fear of Archons or whatever. My mind's blanking and I can't think what they're called right now. But we'll put her in there to remove, her scars. So that'll take 2 days. And then on the team, we can either bring Verge or Terminal back out. I'm going to go ahead and bring Verge. I love Verge a lot. And he's got his new ability, so he's a sectoid on my team. Terminal will remain idle just because I simply don't have anything else for her to be doing right now. And let's look at the map. So we have Anarchy over here, which is no good. I can at least take it down a little bit. So Anarchy is like Panic from Enemy Within. So there's a certain level of unrest in each city, and as cities hit max unrest, your anarchy meter goes up, and you just need to keep that under control. Purple is story mission. This is my next big mission, but I can't do it for another 5 game days. So I can either do one of these side missions, or I could go after this one. Recover Gray Phoenix Informant. This would give me the plus 2 days towards Operation Reveal, which I might actually want. Versus here, I could do these, and I would get supplies. Now, of course, if I don't, whichever one I don't do, the unrest will go up in. So I think we're going to have to do this one. But if I'm going to do this one, I just want to make sure I've done everything here. I'm pretty sure I have. She's going through training. Yeah, that's fine. So, let's go ahead and do this mission. And this is where I'm saying about it being repetitive, because, like, I literally came back, and this is the equivalent of, like, Geoscape stuff you can do. You can buy things, but I don't have anything ready that I want to buy right now. Investigation is just this screen, so this is just, like, there's 3 enemy factions. Basically, a thing happens at the beginning of the game, and you're investigating it, and there's 3 different groups that it could be. And I already investigated this group, and now I'm investigating this group. So it's a little bit like, Covert Ops in Enemy Within, though not quite the same. So there's really nothing else I can be doing at the moment, because I don't have access to these yet. So let's go ahead on this. Dark Event, which is exactly what it is in XCOM 2. Extra mercenaries are present on the mission. But let's go ahead. So we'll have Verge. Make items available. So he's got a really cool gun. We'll give him a scope and a stock. 1 health point or 1 armor. I'd rather give him armor. Give him the auto keycard, nano medkit, and talon rounds. And yeah, I think we're all pretty good to go. This is a pretty good team. I could bring Terminal instead, because she's cool. But I like this team too, and he just got a new ability, and I kind of want to see if I can play with it. So let's go. Now we're back right out into battle, just like you saw before. So.
Gray Phoenix assaulted a water treatment plant and took a hostage. Keep that VIP safe.
Now, what I forgot to do was check how many encounters there were going to be and what kind of encounters we had, so that's on me. But it says down there in the bottom corner, Encounter 101, so this is all there is. Okay, so somebody has... I think Torque can always go through the vent, and Shelter has the ability. Successful shots on enemies in the breach will stun. All units entering here gain +3 mobility. Let's go ahead and send Torque through there, through the vent. Enemies deal +1 damage during the breach. See, I don't understand this. Does that mean versus this person? First unit through the entrance will be rooted for 1 round. Units can use run and gun on their first turn. So let's do this. We'll not give run and gun to Zephyr, because that would make no sense. Okay, I take it back. We're going to let Shelter go through, because I'd rather give that power to Torque. And then I don't want to do that. I don't want enemies dealing +1 damage. So then everybody else can go through the main door. I like that much better. Okay.
We're heading in.
It's not my preferred
Now.
way of sending everybody, but that's okay. Through the vent. Hello. Well, hi. How are you doing? You're right next to me. I guess I should shoot you. Okay. I would rather focus on the guy right next to Shelter. Do I have a shot on him? Does not appear that I do. Oh, I do. Oh, he's stunned. Okay, I'm not worried about him because he's stunned. That's fine. Now, Verge has a really neat ability we'll use on this guy. He can levitate someone, which does no damage, but they will levitate during their turn and they won't shoot at you. So even though we won't be doing any damage versus that guy, he won't do any damage to us. You are going to find somebody you're going to go kick in the face. Go kick that guy in the face. And then... See, I'm not worried about you because you're already lifted. You're stunned. You're not a great shot. So even though I'm probably not going to kill you, I'll take that shot and at least try. Ouch! See, we take damage. So, but it's only one encounter, so we can kind of go for broke. And see, they hunkered down, and that's the guy we need to save.
Gray Phoenix off our VIP.
Okay, so what do we got? What do we got? Shelter already took some damage, of course. Why wouldn't they damage Shelter? So that's he's gonna go, and he's gonna go. So let's relocate with this guy. Now I definitely want to do Fracture, but Fracture is going to cost a point, and really what my priority is right now is getting these guys down the timeline. So I'm actually going to use Soulfire on this guy. It will take him off the map. It will heal Shelter some. It will, I mean, obviously he won't be on the timeline at all. And why are you I forgot. Why are you rooted? Either it said rooted and I missed it, or something happened to him. I don't really care, because Verge being rooted is fine. Because he has a lot of abilities that I'm not worried about. Battle Madness on this Praetorian. So now he will take one random action against one of his teammates. And he does a lot of damage, which is why I picked him. Boom! Love to see it. Then we're going to use Stupor on him, and that should take him out. Or, well, stun him. So now he loses an action point. So that trooper is alive and can do something, but he's only going to have one action point. Everyone goes after Shelter. I don't get it. Come on, game. If you're going to kill Shelter, you got to tell me now. Nope, he went after Zephyr. Okay. Ugh. Okay, well, let's go ahead and heal Zephyr. Doesn't cost an action point. Next thing I'm going to do is use Team Up. And team up with Shelter. And again, I'm just using all of this with Abandon because we only have the one encounter. So 3 is next. That's the Praetorian Guard. Let's go up and smash him. Nice. I have not had the same issue where, like, you shouldn't do melee attacks on a Muton. That has not been an issue in this game. We'll put her on parry, but what's most likely going to happen is he'll just move and she'll get a free kick on him. Shelter. First things first, Fracture.
Spectral copy.
Love to see it. Spectral copy. What do you want to do? I want to stay exactly where he is. So next is a Faceless? Hi, Faceless. Way over there in the back room. I'm really not worried about that Faceless. He's too far away to do a whole lot of damage. So let's... I could switch places with the Informant, but that's not a much better position. Decisions. Let's relocate with the Cobra. Oh, look! My Fracture only has 4 health. I didn't realize that. It copies how much health Shelter has currently, not how much health he actually has. That's interesting. Let's just kill the Cobra. That's very interesting. That's a good reason why I should be doing this at the beginning of turns then. The more you know. Okay, so now Shelter can still do something. Shelter, go ahead. I should have done this first and used the Nano Medkit. I did not realize it would copy how much health you had. That's fascinating. Okay. I mean, now I know. I just didn't know. Let's go ahead and do that. That will shred him and open up that door. Okay, so he should... She should get a free kick on him. So he didn't get to do anything, and then that faceless has to run to get to anybody, so I wasn't worried about him. Or you could just kill my double. Dang it, and if I would have known... I can't kick myself up over that. I didn't know that was a thing, and now I know, and it's gonna be fine. Give Zephyr a free action. Zephyr. I want you to do crowd control. You should kill both of them.
Just turn first.
Heck yeah. And parry. So hopefully the faceless will come after you and it won't be a problem. You can use run and gun. So let's go ahead and use that, because why not? Cover doesn't really matter versus faceless, so let's just get you closer.
Watch me move.
Better shots. Verge! You know what? I'd love to show off more of your mind powers, but just kill it, to be honest. Okay, and then all we have to do is secure the informant. Now we have to evac. Dang it, that means reinforcements are coming. I hate evac missions. Okay. Should have known better. Verge, I really hope you're not rooted anymore. Okay, you're fine where you're at. So you go ahead and just reload.
I'm reloading.
And then we'll put you on Overwatch.
I'll cover the squad.
We are counting on you.
Torque, you just need to move. Verge, you just need to move.
Repositioning.
Okay, we should be able to get the informant out. And then reinforcements are coming. Go. Okay, only 2 reinforcements. That's not too bad. Hopefully Shelter will just wreck this guy. He sure did. Good job, Shelter. Okay, now we can pretty much go, because it's only Torque and Verge that this guy can take a shot on, and he really can't kill both of them. Or even one of them. Yep, Overwatch is a cone. So it's an area. Which I actually don't mind too much. It's a little frustrating. What I can do is use Soulfire.
Won't let you hurt my friends.
That will bump him down in turn, so now everybody will be able to get out. And you can just evac. Because it's just like XCOM 2. You don't need a movement point to evac. You just need to use, like, be able, like, you can dash to the evac zone and still evac. It's a free action. So they didn't even really get to take a shot on us.
Quickly.
Out of curiosity, I mean, why not give you some XP, you know? Not that you need it, you're fully leveled up, but like, let's do it. Here we go. So the advantage to, or the reason to capture enemies instead of kill them is each enemy you capture gives you 20% chance to earn intel. So I captured 2, so I have a 40% chance. So 2 20% chances. But if you don't, you just don't get the intel. Like, it's just less of a currency. So it's nice, but it's not like you have to do it. Okay. From the archives, Commissioner Maloof. Grey Phoenix? Who are they exactly? Inspector Condor. We have no clear picture until this week, when I connected with 18 separate arrests to the scavenging group. Charges, Illyrian possession, all dropped because each claimed they were attempting to return salvage as a part of the buyback. How did you connect them? They all said the same thing every time. Cherub has finished his spec op. We did, even though it was only 40% chance, we did in fact get intel from the enemies. Dave, you are in fact good luck. Here you can see unrest here went up 2, unrest there went up 4, or went up to 4, went up to 2, but then it was lowered in a lot of places. Ooh, Torque got a promotion. What are we looking at here? Torque gains +1 armor when binding an enemy and will not release the bond upon taking damage. Pretty nice. Or, Torque gains a bonus to crit against poison enemies and will heal when ending the turn while standing in poison. Okay. So, when I'm binding someone, I will get +1 armor, and they can't be freed by me taking damage. So basically, that's saying, like, the enemy will remain disabled, and you'll get +1 defense. Here, you get a crit chance versus poisoned enemies, and you can heal in poison. Both of these are very contextual. Like, this is only a thing if I'm binding someone, this is only a thing if I've poisoned someone. This overall sounds better because it's a chance for me to heal, but the way I've been playing, I've been binding more than I've been poisoning. So I'm kind of inclined, like, my playstyle says heal, but really the way I've been using the character says bind. But even then, I don't take a lot of damage when I've been binding someone, because I'm usually in cover. Maybe this will encourage me to use... I'm going to take the healing. It's a bad idea, but I'm going to take the healing. Maybe it'll encourage me to use poison more. Okay, so somebody needs to go into Spec Ops. What do we got? More XP, reduce city anarchy, which actually might not be a bad thing. 1 free field. Oh, I have a free field team now. What am I looking at here? I don't have a lot of money, and I'm gonna want... Let's get money. Because when this assembly is done in 4 days, I'm gonna want to buy something expensive. So getting money is not a bad thing. So now there's this other thing called field teams. Field teams are kind of like resistance comms, like radio relays in XCOM 2. You put them in these different cities and you get stuff at the end of the week instead of the end of the month. So like you can see here, these have icons and here they have a plus symbol. So I have 2 of those and I have 2 money ones. So I think, let's go, I don't know, here. And I have a free one. So I might as well, part of me is like I should do the one that gets me money because I don't have it, but that's actually cheaper. So maybe I should go for one of the more expensive ones. Let's go for one of the more expensive ones as long as it's free. Okay. So now I have a new field team. Have to go to work. See you later. Have a good day, Bobcat. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday. What time is it even? 12. Perfect. I got plenty of time left. I'm enjoying myself. Okay, so we still can't go here for 2 days, but the mission we just did means we can go here sooner. And the reason why we want to do that is we want to keep the anarchy here low, just for our doom meter's sake. But now the next thing is not going to be a fight. Our only other 2 options are these: warehouse fire, bad operators. Here we can get more Illyrium, here we can get more money. I don't really want to put all my chickens, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket going after money, but... Oh, the scavenger market is open. Thank you. It did kind of idiot-proof it. So the scavenger market is like the black market in XCOM 2. Only it's not always available. And you use intel to buy stuff from there. So advanced laser sight, superior stock, all do the same thing you're used to. You can also get special guns. So what is this? Though it appears in a Shrike Mercenary, this submachine gun, and a lot of my characters I use submachine guns. This is like all my intel, but chain shot ability is nice. So here are some of, if you notice, like, the characters don't have a particularly large agent ability tree. It's much shorter. you get a lot of your abilities from your weapons. So, like, he has hail of bullets and shredder because of his gun, not because he's been uploaded or upgraded with it, which is kind of interesting. So, like, getting better guns is kind of a good thing. Is Cherub all the way leveled up? Either way, I'm using Cherub for something. Where's Terminal in terms of level ups? She still needs to get to Principal Agent. So I think we'll take Terminal out on our next mission. To keep her going. But right now it's going to be this or this. Okay, so now I've kind of changed. Well, no, we'll still go for this. Yes. Monies. So now you can see here the anarchy is up.
Do you think we should swap call signs?
To confuse everyone? I'm in.
No, because I work so often with computer terminals. And you patch people up.
Do you not like your call sign?
Everyone makes assumptions about why I chose it.
Well, everyone's an idiot. You slap software together like I close wounds. It's a thrill to watch you work.
Aww.
Thanks, Terminal. And I do like your call sign. Reminds me of how you are on the battlefield.
Are you saying I move at terminal velocity?
Your mouth does.
Patches! Don't change a thing about you.
Oh, that's fun. So, like, those two together talk a lot, and I really like that. So they're both built off the specialist class. Terminal is more like a healer, and Patchwork is more like a combat specialist. And they talk a lot to each other. I really like them together. Patchwork's story, what she was saying about what people assume, she has robotic limbs. She had several amputations as a child, and Advent used her as like a look. This is what Advent can do. We fixed this person. Okay, so Patchwork is back. I was thinking of taking Terminal out though. Can I give Patchwork any other? No, I can't. Okay. I'm still getting used to how to move through these menus. Torque. Unlock potential. Increase dodge. Okay, let's let Torque unlock dodge. And then let's grab Terminal. Yeah, I like that. Give Terminal a chance to do something. Okay, so here we have two different things. They both appear to have the same amount of unrest removal. The cities are both at the same amount of unrest. So here, there's a dark event, and you would get an advanced laser sight as a reward. Here, no dark event, and you would get an epic assault rifle as a reward. So we're gonna go here, because this is gonna be easier. Okay. This is our team. Make items available. And I just bought a new submachine gun, so we'll give you that. You can take the scope and the impact frame, that's fine. Grants immunity to distortion and stun. Okay, that sounds great. Medipatch, nano medkit, and volatile inducer. So basically everything that Torque had. Yes, I like this. If I could just get you some better gauntlets. But otherwise, everybody has really cool things. Okay, we're going to do this mission, but I'm going to run to the restroom. So I'm going to leave it here for a hot second, so I'm not making poor decisions on a full bladder. I'd rather make poor decisions on an empty bladder. So I'll be right back with you guys in like 2 shakes, and then we'll continue on. Okay, after a couple of minutes of listening to the sweet sounds of an idling assault vehicle, I'm sure you guys are all really ready for this mission. Can I? Oh, Dave, if you're still here and listening, this android guy. So I was saying that the game won't let your soldiers die unless you're in like the super, super, super hard mode, just for story reasons. Basically, what happens is if somebody gets shot, they start bleeding out, and then you have to stabilize them, but you can't get them back. So if I were to lose somebody in one encounter, when I went on to the next encounter, the android would join. Now the android, you can take the Lonely Herald. I want to go ahead and do that. The android isn't necessarily... Actually, hold on. Don't do that. I want to... Can Verge take one or the other? No, he can't. Okay, that's fine. So basically you want to keep this guy leveled up still. Yeah, that looks like an alloy. Or that looks like, not an alloy cannon. That looks like a tier 3 shotgun from XCOM 2. You want to keep him ready to go, because he'll replace your people if something goes down. So you don't necessarily use him, but he's there in case you need to use him, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so we're looking at 2 encounters. This is the thing I need to get better at checking each time before we go out. You can't... I'm having a hard time making this right in OBS. There we go. So there's 2 encounters, and there's a wall and a keypad door. So I want to make sure I have this, which is the auto key card, because that might give me more breach options. That's pretty much what's going on there.
Informant tipped us off. Special weapon at this location.
Whisper is basically your Bradford in this game, only he's way less annoying, and also I'm in love with him, so there you go. Those are 2 things. Okay, so see, we have 2 options. Keypad door or wall. So here, last unit through is marked, which is no fun. Last unit through will receive an extra action point, which is cool. But here, all the non-aggressive enemies are surprised. What that means is there'll be no alert enemies. Everybody will either shoot at you or do no actions. There's nobody who will just do non-aggressive actions. First unit does +3 damage during the breach. So, Shelter, Verge, Terminal, Zephyr. I'd rather go this way.
Blowing the charge.
Here we go. Everybody file in. What do we got? Okay, so there are no... What the heck? See, they shouldn't be alert. They should be... I think that's a glitch, because it told me everybody should be surprised or alert. But whatever. Hey, let's start digging into that berserker. Because he looks really terrible. So this is Verge, even though they're not showing me Verge, this is Verge. The only part of the game that's kind of glitchy is breach mode. And I'm assuming this is something that will get patched eventually. Go ahead and take that shot. Terminal. At this point, I'm just trying to do the most damage to the most number of enemies. Just so that they don't take multiple shots to take down, you know? But I'm actually going to send you over to the Berserker. I wanted to send you to the Berserker and not the Trooper, but hey, either way it's going to end somebody, so it's fine. Here we go. That... I wonder if it's just like in an area? I don't understand. That did not work. I don't know. Maybe it would make more sense if I ever watched these streams back and paid more attention to what I was doing. But that's okay. Okay, so next we have Bruiser and Adder. So what we're going to do... I'm not going to use my Fracture. I'm going to save that for the last encounter. Let's switch places with the Adder. I'm going to move the Adder down. You don't really have great shots. So let's go ahead and just use Soulfire. Because that will also move the Bruiser down.
My friends.
Critted on Soulfire. I didn't know Soulfire could crit. I'm not complaining, mind you. I just didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so let's start with Battle Madness. I like to use Battle Madness on somebody who's not one of the ones I'm trying to kill. Because it doesn't actually move them down in the timeline at all. I would rather do this on this guy and then he shoots somebody who's next in the timeline. Like that, only in theory they wouldn't, you know, miss. And then let's just go ahead and put you into stupor. And hopefully you'll just sleep. Oh, I guess the adder is going next. I forgot because I moved everybody down. Mind control. You're gonna try to mind control Shelter?
You thought I had a weak mind?
Ha!
Good, you're still on our side.
Yep. Ow. Hang in there, Verge. You're immune to poison, I think, because you have a nano med kit. Chain shot. Okay. So I'm not really worried about that Berserker, because what I'm hoping is he's going to run by Zephyr, and Zephyr's going to get a free kick on him. Now, it's just like Bladestorm. There's a chance it'll miss. But that's kind of what I'm hoping, is that it doesn't. So we're going to focus instead on the Paladin. So you have... You could just kill the adder, but I'm not really worried about... I really want to kill this person, but you have a terrible shot on that person. Oh yeah, you have team up, but I think cooperation, but I think... Oh, cooperation has a 3-turn cooldown. Well, I forgot about that, so let's give Shelter... I thought it was once per encounter, but instead it's just a 3-turn cooldown. So now Shelter has another set of actions. So you can... I don't want to trade places. Let's see here. So if we... Actually, I could just let you shoot somebody, to be honest. You have a good gun. Nice. Oh, cooperation costs return. Hey, it worked exactly how I wanted to. Okay, I gotta remember the terminal that it does cost return. Okay, so Paladin is... This Paladin guy is next. Let's go into Reaper mode, because I should be able to kill at least the Paladin and the Dominator, and I might be able to get the Bruiser involved. So let's go into Reaper. Let's find out if Reaper works with Subdue, because this isn't really that critical right now, and I just want to know if it does.
Hostile subdued.
It does work with Subdue. Heck yeah. And we'll go over here, get the Dominator.
Subdued hostile.
Now I think the problem is it's, yeah, now Subdue is only going to do 1 damage, which I don't want. And now Crippling Blow is going to do even less. So let's actually run over here to the adder and just do damage on the adder. We've rooted the adder, so now the adder can't move, which is nice. I want you to... Yeah, come subdue the Bruiser.
Arrested the hostile.
Heck yeah. And then Verge, you subdue. Which is less flashy and exciting, but it means we'll get more intel. So there you go. So now next room. Breach mode. Okay, so we only have one option. First unit through gets +1 armor for this encounter. Shelter, because he's always getting shot. Then Verge. Terminal. Oh, hold on. Terminal. Gremlin reheals all units +2. Heals everyone on this breach point. Let's use Medipatch. Because it's our other encounter, so there's no reason to not heal. Let's go. Verge is the only one who needs healing, but he can have some nice healing. Okay, we have one alert, or we have one aggressive guy. We don't have a great shot on him, but he's the only one that's going to take a shot on us. So let's try for it. Shelter, you beautiful, beautiful man. We'll go for him. You guys are just wrecking. Look at that, 3 deaths. 3 are just down. I didn't even have anything for Zephyr to do.
Target spotted.
Obviously, it's based off of line of sight. Okay. What's this? Okay, we would hurt one guy if we did that. Okay. What are we looking for? Trooper. You are number 2? Okay. Well, that's convenient, because I would like to switch places with you. Relocate.
Trading places.
And he has the gun that I need. So the reward that I want to get from this mission, you have to kill him and then you pick it up like loot. Like you would in any other mission. Ooh, that's tempting. I think you have Shredder too. Yeah, let's do that. I know it leaves him completely out of cover, but that's okay. Verge. Stupor. On him. But actually, we're going to do Battle Madness first. On this guy.
Look out!
Nice. Shot your own guy. Okay, so then... that trooper's next, and then there's also this guy. Can I just straight shoot him? Yes, I can. Dead. We'll pick up your gun. And, oh, Verge can heal based off of who's in what's called his neural network, which is how many people he's psionically connected to. Okay, see, Shelter had that armor point, so that helped a lot. Terminal, I'm actually going to move you back. You'll get cooperation next turn. We'll pick up this gun. And then you have terrible shots. I'm assuming chain shot is the same. There's like an aim penalty. Yeah. What do we got here? Oh! There we go. Let's bring Shelter up. Give Shelter 1 point. This is the last room, so let's let him use Fracture. So with that one action, he'll basically get 2, because he'll make the copy of himself. His health is not particularly bad. So let's switch places. No. 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 Yes. Relocate with him. Now, the copy doesn't actually have a gun. He can only do Soulfire, which is great because it's guaranteed damage. But you can only do so much with it. What do I want to do now? Let's see here. I could do Team Up. This is the last room, so let's go ahead and use Team Up. And we'll use Team Up with Verge. I like to do people who've already had their turn, because then it, like, really milks it, basically. So take a shot at the Praetorian. Oh, you shredded him. You have AP armor. You really took him down. Zephyr would have been the smarter one, to be honest, but that's okay. What's this? Oh, pin down. Right, pin down's a good power. Take the shot you can take. It's not the most strategic shot, but it was the shot you could take, you know? Okay, Verge has a whole turn. So let's do Battle Madness. I see, I should have just subdued him. Because now I won't be able to subdue him. But I will be able to shoot him, so we'll see what he does. Missed that guy. Alternatively, let's do Mind Flay. Mind Flay will do damage to everybody on the neural network. So it will kill both of them. There we go, that's what we needed to do. Good job, everybody. Good job. So I didn't really explain that well. Anytime Verge uses a psionic attack on somebody, it connects him to their his neural network, where he kind of contains or remains some kind of connection to them throughout the rest of the encounter. He will either heal each turn based off of how many people he has connected. So if he has one person connected, 1 health point. 5 people connected, 5 health points. He can also do what's called Mind Flay, where he can damage everybody on the neural network. Okay, so we got our new weapon. We lowered unrest, we got intel, but anarchy has risen.
The high quality of Grey Phoenix leadership is what keeps their people loyal. Disrupt their chain of command. Without leaders, their lower ranks will be more willing to talk.
Got it. Okay, so we have...
So why didn't you ever name your gremlin?
I stopped doing that years ago.
What do you mean? Didn't yours make it through the war?
No. I've had this one since midway through training.
Midway? What happened to your first gremlin?
Blasted by a muton during the war.
So, the one that you replaced in training? Which one is that?
43? No, 45. I always forget the pair I lost to lightning.
Yeesh. Okay, so here... Anarchy! But we can go there now, so that's nice. We want to take this down. So this team worked pretty well, to be honest. I have no real issues with them. So this will remove some unrest, we'll get some money, and it will advance the story. But it's also distinct. I wonder if this is going to be the final one. Known Grey Phoenix Lieutenant was spotted at the hydroelectric camp. Hope it's not the final one. Okay. What are we looking at here? Now I did get a new... What's the Fortunate Blossom? Prototype of Advent expected... 3/5 damage, clip size of 4. Grants serial ability. Versus the one I have, which is 3/5. So same clip size, same damage. Grants Banish. I haven't really been using Banish that much. Let's go to this one instead. That sounds nice. I was thinking I kind of want to check Shelter, and if he got extra abilities from training. I kind of maybe want to put Shelter in there, but I can't right now because somebody's in training. Did I ever get you better gauntlets? No. Can I get you better gauntlets? I would like to. Okay, 3 encounters. There will be a door and a vent, so I think Shelter has the ability to use the vent. But I don't have Torque. Can I bring Torque, or is Torque busy? Torque's busy, right? Torque's busy. I could bring Patchwork instead of somebody. I don't really want to. We have charges, that's the important thing. Alright, I guess we're going. Let's do it! This is gonna be rough. 3 encounters.
3-1 PD came through for us. They identified a Grey Phoenix lieutenant at a hydroelectric plant.
Grey Phoenix is moonlighting at a power company. Are you joking?
Yeah, because being able to shut down half the city's power grid is hilarious.
Not when you put it like that.
I really like them. Okay, let's see what we got. Best for last. The last unit through this entrance is guaranteed to learn their shot. All units through this entrance get plus 50 dodge. Okay. So what we'll do is do Shelter. And he'll go first, and since he's first, we'll also make him last. So he'll be guaranteed to land his shot. Hey, Z1! I recognize that name. How the heck are you? And then we'll send everybody else through here, and everybody else can get the dodge bonus. It will leave Shelter by himself, but because he can replace units, he's got a good chance of, like, finding his way. Okay. I'm kind of more afraid of that Legionnaire than I am these Paladins. Yeah! Bear's one of my best friends, so I'm always lurking in his streams if I can. Happy you dropped by. I hope you're doing well today. Alright, let's see if we can just kill the adder. That's a whole other person off the map. And then I guess let's start chipping away at the Praetorian, because he's going to be pretty dangerous in the long run. Let's go kick him in the face. I'm doing well. I'm streaming. It's Friday. I have today off, so I'm hoping that'll mean a long weekend. I technically have Saturday and Sunday off. It's just you never know when you'll get called in. But I'm anticipating enjoying a long weekend. Streaming a game in my favorite franchise, you know, doing the best I can. How about yourself? Let's see here. So I have this guy's next. There. Okay, so then let us trade places. Now he's not next. Do you have a good shot on anybody? That's not a bad shot. Not necessarily a high priority target, but it's not a bad shot. Finished all the schoolwork for the week? That's a good feeling. Nice, snake is down. It's always a good feeling when you know you're free for a little while. Okay, so the Praetorian will probably get kicked by Zephyr, but that won't kill him. The Dominator is pretty far away from everybody but Shelter. So actually, let's prioritize the Praetorian, because I think he's going to do the most damage. And he actually is dead, which is not necessarily what I was going for, because Zephyr could do some damage. But hey, that's a whole guy off the map. I'm not going to complain. Okay, so Dominator is going to stun Terminal. It's not the end of the world. I don't know that it worked, actually. Okay, so then we got Verge. So Verge. A little bit of Battle Madness. A little bit of Mind Control. You want to shoot your friend for me, please, Dominator? Yeah, so this is a game called... Are you familiar with XCOM at all? So this is a game called XCOM Chimera Squadron. It is a spin-off in the XCOM series, set 5 years after XCOM 2. It's a turn-based strategy game. So I have interleaved turns here, but it's still like one person moves in another. It's like really fancy space chess. I'm a big fan of it. I like it quite a bit. It's a lot, like, how do I explain it? XCOM games, like XCOM 2, is $60, and this one's $20. So, like, it's definitely not as intensive as other XCOM games, but it's really good for its price point, I think. Just watch Clone Wars. I know, Caleb. I know. I'm going to be doing a stream. I just heard from Gina. You guys can get the scoop. Gina will be joining me again on stream on Port Haven later today. So I'll be doing a review of the episode there. I'm really excited. We'll just do another live stream review again because I got nothing. I'm excited. There's no way I could sit and record and edit that. I'm just going to do a stream. We're not talking spoilers here, but man, I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do preparation. She can't get over there to attack anyone, so I'll just move her and then let her dodge get boosted, and then we'll see what the Paladin does. Yeah, I've not actually played Final Fantasy, but like Final Fantasy is like a third-person game. Like you're running around and you're hitting buttons and stuff, and like your aim, your reaction time impacts this. Because this is a turn-based game, it's based off of percentages. Let's go ahead and relocate this guy. Rob him of his turn, so I'll show you here. So like, I'm gonna go to shoot this guy. I have a 64% chance of landing this shot. Or here I have a 57% chance of landing this shot. So like, it's, or I can use this power, which has a 100% chance to do damage. So it's not based off, yeah. So it's not based off of how well I can aim, it's based off of my my soldiers. So I don't know what just happened
You must
there.
have caught Grey Phoenix in the middle of whatever they were planning.
Good. Let's keep foiling their plans.
Yes. So like basically I killed that guy because he was mind merged with the other guy. They both died, I think is what happened there. Okay, so I can send one guy through the vent. So here, all successful shots will crit. Last unit through this entrance will be rooted for 1 round. Ugh. Okay, successful shots on enemies will breach, will stun. Successful shots will crit. Okay, so Shelter will go through there because he's the only one who can. We're not going to send Zephyr. We'll let Zephyr go through first because I don't want her rooted. Verge can be rooted because he can do a lot of powers from far away.
We're heading in.
So like this is a cutscene. I'm not controlling any of them. So then, you go over there to him because I'm gonna try to shoot the other guy. So then you'll see here, like, again, 100% chance to hit, 96% chance to hit, 72. I'm actually gonna take the lower percentage chance because this guy's more dangerous. Boom. Gonna make a day of it, watch Clone Wars season recaps on YouTube, then watch the finale, then watch The Mandalorian. Yes! And finally watch Dross. I'm excited. I'm excited for May 4th. There's gonna be a lot of good stuff. Let's go for this guy. I think there's more of a chance you'll do enough damage to kill him. You sure did. And then here's Shelter popping through his secret entrance. So we could do a ton of damage to a Faceless. Or maybe kill the Trooper. I would rather try to kill somebody outright. Yep, and he's down. Cool, so we dropped 3 enemies. Oh, and the one Zephyr was gonna go kick is dead. Got it. I hope that they add, Oh, yeah. I would assume that the making of Tross would go up there as well. Yes, this game is 100% more strategy than anything. It's really fancy chess. Like, the best way to explain it is really fancy chess. So, Zephyr can only do melee attacks. I want to go after the guy who's next, which is him. So she's going to run over and punch him in the face. He's rooted, so he can't move. She should also get a kick attack on him for free when his turn starts. She'll do parry, which means she'll deflect the first damage attack against her. Yep. So she has a power called Lockdown, where if she's next to an enemy, when that enemy goes to do anything, she gets a free attack on him. So she didn't kill him, but when it became his turn, he went to shoot her, and because that's an action, she was able to do something about it. I think we're going to do cooperation with Zephyr. Bring Zephyr back up. And we're going to go after this guy next. So you're going to do Crippling Blow again. Run over here. That does a bunch of damage. So he's disoriented instead of rooted, which is fine. We'll go back on parry. Terminal. Do you have any... You don't have a decent shot on him at all. So go ahead and just shoot at the Faceless. He's going to take several shots anyway. And then maybe Zephyr will get a shot on the guy that she's next to. She did. It didn't kill him. But hopefully he'll shoot at her and he'll deflect the shot. Or he's just going to run. Oh, because he's disoriented, so he had less abilities. That makes sense. So you can use Serial. Serial is a powerful chain shot ability. For every kill made with your assault rifle, your actions will be refunded. You might be doing that. What is your aim? 94? 47? Oh, you can only shoot 2 guys. Versus me using, like, your mind powers. Plus, I'm way more worried about that Faceless anyway. Yeah, so let's actually do Battle Madness on this guy, and maybe he'll shoot at the Faceless. We'll save Serial. I can only use it once per mission anyway, so we'll save it. You did not shoot at who I wanted you to shoot at, but that's okay. Can we put... I'm not going to be able to get any attack on the Faceless. But the Faceless is also too far away, really, to get an attack on any of us, so it's really not that big of a deal. See, because he could attack her, but she parried, so she didn't take any damage. Okay, now on to Shelter. So I'm not really... The Cobra's next, but I'm not really worried about the Cobra, because the Cobra is asleep. So, I'm going to trade places with the Faceless. Get the Faceless closer so we can actually get some shots on him. And then I'm going to shoot... Wow, your shots are terrible. Okay, so then let's actually use Subdue on the Dominator. It's a 100% chance to hit. He'll be knocked out. The Snake shouldn't really get to do anything because the Snake was stunned. So then it goes to Zephyr's turn. So then Zephyr... Again, I'm not really that worried about the Snake. I'm more worried about the Faceless because he's going to attack first. And we just stunned the Faceless. So that's really good. Let's go ahead and go on parry. So now let's actually prioritize the Snake again. I'm glad you managed to hit something that was not moving. I'm very impressed. Okay. Now, can you see both of these guys? Well, we still don't need to use Serial, even if we can. Kill the Cobra. Now, I'm slightly worried because the Faceless does regenerate, but it's only 2 health points, and he can still be taken down pretty easily. I'm going to let Zephyr get him, because Zephyr can subdue. I'd rather subdue. They are a little bit more chill. I mean, like, XCOM can be pretty stressful because sometimes the stats don't go in your favor at all. But yeah, I don't have to be constantly trying to figure out what's going on.
Hostile,
Dang it.
standing.
Well, that didn't go how I wanted it to go. You subdue him. Right, like, I don't have to be constantly in my own reaction time.
Stay down.
But I enjoy it. Okay, next breach point. Last one. Last encounter for the mission. So far, we're doing good. I don't even think we've taken any damage.
That VIP knows about other Grey Phoenix operations.
I know, Whisper. We'll capture him. Don't worry. Okay. So I have 2 options. Last unit through this entrance will have their weapon disabled. First unit through here does +3 damage during the breach. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to let Shelter go first. Then Verge. Then I'm going to do Zephyr, because Zephyr can't have her weapon disabled, because she doesn't have one. And then first unit through Terminal will do +3 damage during the breach.
Let's do this.
So now we really don't get any penalty, other than they can shoot at us. Okay, what do we got? Let's focus on aggressive enemies. Why do I have, like, no good shots on aggressive enemies? Well, I'll try it. Hey, you hit! I don't think you killed him, but you hit, and I appreciate that. I'm not really worried about the Faceless. Tell you what, levitate the Python. It won't do any damage, but then the Python can't do anything to us. Go finish off the Paladin. And then... you don't really have any good shots. Try it. I know he's not aggressive, but I'm just trying to get somebody dead. Ow, of course Shelter took damage. Nice. Hang tight, everybody, and then you go kick a guy. Cool, we managed to take 2 of them down. Okay, what are we looking at?
Grey Phoenix VIP is on the move. Subdue if you are able.
You said that already. Okay, what am I looking at here? 2 and 3. So there's 3. There's 2. Can I relocate with 2? Or is he too far away? Nope, I can't relocate with 2. Can I relocate with 3? I can. Relocate.
Switching.
And then this is my last encounter, right? Yes. So, Fracture. Let's make a double. Can you relocate with 2? No, you cannot. Okay. So relocate with... Actually, I could relocate... Yeah, relocate with Zephyr. Because that will put Zephyr in a better position to pick somebody. And then use Soulfire. See if we can't kill that adder. I don't think we can. No. But it does move them down. Okay, so then he... What are you trying to do? You're gonna try to boogie. Zephyr, no! Ow, that's really not what I wanted to have happen. That's okay. Verge. Let's not start with 2. Let's start with Battle Madness. Where's 2? Interesting. Okay. Battle Madness on this guy. Love to see it. Okay, and then Stupor on... Oh, I had him. Hold on. Him. See if we can't rob him of his turn. Okay, well, he'll only get 1 action point, which is still a lot he can do, but it does rob him a little bit. Missed. Love to see it. Okay, Zephyr. First of all, heal yourself. Second of all, I want you to team up with Shelter. Third of all, who am I worried about the most? Okay, I should be able to Reaper 7 and 3. So let's try that. Reaper mode.
Banking the shots.
Come on, game. It's gonna put me closer. Here, probably. Okay. Knock the Python out. Who's not necessarily a huge priority, but that's okay. And then I want you to come over here and knock the adder out, who is a priority.
Subdued hostile.
And then... I don't really think there's much else you can do. That Faceless is too far away to do anything. So let's flashbang the Praetorian. Which will make him more cranky. Oh, that doesn't count as an action thing. And I can't really... Oh, I can do crowd control. So I can do crowd control, but I can't do crippling blow. That makes no sense to me. But I'm not going to question it, because then at least I can get 1 more attack in. Doo-ga-doo-ga-doo. Weapon disabled. I mean, that's something. Can you relocate with... You cannot. Can I move you closer to where you might be able to relocate with him? No, I can't. Okay. So then relocate... Run over here. Why won't you let me... Oh, because it's a person, that's why. Okay, run over there. Ah, now we have eyes. Now can I relocate with the VIP? I surely can. Get him a little bit closer where I can do a little bit more. What do I want to do now? I can basically just go into... This is actually not a bad idea. Let's do this. Because you have Shredder, right?
Give it your all.
Nice! Now he's still going to get his move. But, that's okay. Oh, I'm probably halfway through. Probably halfway through the game. Oh, I forgot that that would happen. But at least it missed, so that's fine. Okay, terminal. Who's next? Oh, the lieutenant. Gotcha. Run up here.
Moving. Cover me.
Volatile inducer. Shelter. So it shouldn't cost an action. Shelter. I want you to heal yourself, which also should not cost an action. And then I want you to do this, which will knock your turn down. Finish healing him. We need to capture you, but to capture you, I need to get you low enough to where I can capture you. So that's good. And then I can do cooperation with shelter, which will cost her her move, but now shelter can do something again. Honestly, I'm thinking that. Actually, yeah. Ugh. I need him to be low enough health. Okay. That I can subdue him. Oh, he's next, so I need to do something with him. Not Mind Flay. Verge controls all enemies on the neural network. Effect lasts the remainder of 1 turn. Well, we got a long round, so let's do that. Now we can mind control these guys. Heck yeah. Okay, so where's that faceless? All the way over there. I'm gonna shoot at shelter. Not even mad about it. Other than... Ow. I mean, maybe I'm a little mad about it. I need to get somebody else over there who can do just a little bit of damage. Or can you really do nothing else? I'm gonna run you over here so you can start working towards that faceless. Actually, even better, I'm gonna have you relocate with Zephyr so that Zephyr can face off against that faceless. And then I'm gonna have you do Soulfire on the lieutenant, which should hopefully not kill him. And then hopefully shelter can just subdue him. So then you are going to subdue the lieutenant. Sweet. Okay, great. One less thing to worry about. Okay. So then we're just going to run you over here and we'll start shooting at you. Unfortunately. For you. Hang in there, Zephyr. I know I put you in a bad spot. Okay, so I'll move you over here. But even these, we're gonna lose mind control on these guys here. Really? Okay, well, take the 95% shot then, I guess. Oh, and you blew up the car too. I don't know what just happened. Okay. I took 1 damage. It's weird. Okay. Run you up
On
here.
the way.
That one sees you.
Yeah, go ahead and kill him. We don't really need him anymore. Okay. And you can come over here, do crippling blow. He's rooted, he can't go anywhere. And now you have parry. So if he attacks you, nothing bad can happen. So we're gonna have you run up and do Soulfire.
Won't let you hurt my friends.
Whee! Then you are gonna relocate with your own fracture.
Trading places.
And take a shot. Okay, mission done. Woo! We captured 9 enemies. Look at us. Being merciful. The city works considers hydroelectrics to be a vital part of our recovery. It's no secret that the power grid is insufficient. Our hydroelectric power plants provide a steady supply of power that reinforces heavy power load. This prevents fluctuations and minimizes burnouts. Define minimize. It brings us from daily burnouts to monthly. Is that a lot? I guess it depends on how you define a lot. I've played probably 13 hours. It's supposed to be a 20-ish hour campaign.
Dismantling the Grey Phoenix leadership should throw them into disarray.
Yay! What are we looking at? Okay.
Headquarters asked me to witness your adoption paperwork. I signed.
Oh, cool. It's finally coming through.
How did you meet your parents?
They found me in the clone tube. I'm actually the reason they're together.
How so?
They felt responsible, so they kept in touch during my processing. Tied the knot last year.
I'm not surprised. You have a talent for bringing people together.
Oh, 9 enemies? Yeah, I would say 5 is probably the norm on a mission if you can get that far. Okay, somebody in Spec Ops. Probably, I don't like keeping Cherub in there, but, you know. I'm actually going to let you work on reducing city anarchy. Just because I feel like anarchy is getting higher. Training for 1 more day, and then I kind of want to put shelter in there, to be honest.
A short time ago, Grey Phoenix forced their way into the city's starport. If they managed to launch a starship, they could cause all kinds of destruction.
Oof. So this is take down the Grey Phoenix. So this will be the final mission to take them down, I would assume. What do we get for it? -3 anarchy, -2 unrest. That's nice. Before we would do that, cause these will go up if I don't do anything. This just gives me a little bit of everything. This gives me another frag grenade, which is nice. Okay. Well, I've been streaming 3 hours, and I'm a little bit too tired, I think, to do 1 more mission. So I'll probably call the stream here, especially because I gotta rest up, because I'm going to be doing a stream for Star Wars here in the next couple hours. If you watch Star Wars The Clone Wars, then you can catch me over on youtube.com/Star Wars Refuge, and then I'll be talking about this morning's episode for Star Wars Clone Wars. Otherwise, we don't have our normal Stardew Saturday this week. My friends and I just can't find a time where we're all free. I'll probably still do a stream on Saturday, but it just might be a little bit different. So I'm sorry, I know a lot of people look forward to that. But I'll definitely be playing more of this, and we haven't done Deus Ex in a while, so I might do a Deus Ex stream tomorrow. But that's all I got. I appreciate you all being here, and I will talk to you soon.